This is Jennifer Skruba, and this demonstration is for how to make a 1/4 inch slab clay box. This is 1/4 of an inch, and here's our slab walls, and the goal is that they stay pretty hard so that they're flat when we attach them together. The first thing you need to do is wedge your clay, and I have here two 1/4 inch wooden slats purchased at Home Depot and a wooden roller. So I'm going to start, and I'm standing. It's really important that you stand, removing all the air bubbles, and you put your body weight into this. Flip it again, and continue to flip it until it's a little lower. Then you're going to move to your wooden roller, and you're going to start to put your whole body weight in there. Flip it again. Mine's really just long and skinny. I can also cut off parts and turn it sideways like this. We want to stay on our train tracks. That's the most important thing, is that you stay on your train tracks, meaning that your wooden roller doesn't go off those tracks. And if you look real close right here, we have an air bubble. We're going to go ahead and pop that. We don't want to trap any air inside. And let's continue to roll. And we're going to flip it again. And you know you're done when the clay stops moving. So if you watch right here, the end, the clay shouldn't move at all. Perfect. Next step is whatever size wall you're doing, which I've already pre-measured. You can lay those out flat. And here's just 2 of my walls. I have 3 others, but I'll leave them aside right now. And the fastest way I find is just to use my wooden slat as a guide and to cut. You're going to leave the clay there and just remove the clay that's around it. So assuming that I finished all this and cut out all my separate slabs, let's move over here. And Mackenzie's done a great job. She stored these in her locker overnight, and now we have some leather hard slabs. So our next step of putting this together, I have slip and a modeling tool and a coil ready. This was my bottom right here. We're just going to leave the paper on right now, no big deal. It'll burn away in the kiln later. And we're going to try on our sides. Here's a side, here's a side, here's a side. And we want a tiny hair to hang over on the edge right there, and I'll show you why in a minute. And there. So now we know that that is how it should look. And we can put up our first 2 walls, kind of like a card house. So our 2 walls right here are the first ones that are going to go up. So you need to score the area that they're going to be attached to. And you need to add a lot of slip. If your slabs are really hard, then you need to score a lot more and score the insides of these as well. But these aren't too hard of slabs. So let's go ahead and put on, I'm going to take this off. Gently set on our first one, and then our second one. And I have just a hair hanging off. Keep that there. And we're also going to add slip in the inner corner. You're going to be doing this on all of your pieces. I've already pre-made a coil, so you're going to reinforce the inner edge. This one's a little too thick. With a coil. And we're going to do that by pushing it into the edge. And I'm going to hold it here. And we're going to blend half down, and the other half goes up. And same thing, you're going to add a coil into this corner and one into that one. On the outside, you're actually going to, I like to use the end of the wooden modeling tool and re-scratch it. And then I blend using the flat side. And I use leverage. My inner hand is in there to stop it from collapsing in. And I just go side to side. And you get a nice, smooth, clean, flat wall. Later I'll flip that over. So again, this is still a little soft right now. Reinforcing the bottom and the whole inside will get you your first wall up. Make sure you do that before adding anything else. And that's how you begin your slab box.